She caught her husband cheating. Then she ran him over twice. The Clara Harris story, True Love Revenge. It was a warm summer evening in Texas, the kind of evening where the sky glows gold and everything feels calm, peaceful. But not for Clara Harris. She was sitting in her Mercedes-Benz, watching the entrance of the Nassau Bay Hilton, waiting, wondering, rehearsing every possible outcome in her mind. She wasn't just a wife. She was a successful dentist, a mother, a woman betrayed. This wasn't just about love anymore. It was about rage, about humiliation, about the man she gave her life to, and what he was doing behind her back. Let's rewind. Clara was born in Colombia and had worked hard for everything she had. She immigrated to the US, studied dentistry, and built a name for herself. Beautiful, intelligent, and driven, she believed in love, in loyalty. She met David Harris, a fellow dentist, and together they built a life many would envy. A beautiful home in Friendswood, Texas, a booming dental practice, twin sons, and David's teenage daughter from a previous marriage. But as the saying goes, not all that glitters is gold. Over time, Clara began noticing subtle changes. David stayed late at work. He was distracted, secretive with his phone, distant in bed. At first, she blamed herself. Maybe she was too busy, maybe she wasn't exciting anymore. But the truth wasn't inside her. It was inside his phone, and she found it. David was having an affair with one of their employees, Gail Bridges, a receptionist. Younger, slim, blonder, everything Clara feared. Her world shattered, but Clara wasn't the type to yell or scream. Not yet. She hired a private investigator, and what they found confirmed everything. David had been taking Gail to the very hotel where he and Clara were once married, the Nassau Bay Hilton. Imagine that level of disrespect. The same venue where you pledged forever, now used for betrayal. Clara confronted David. At first, he denied it, but when she showed him the evidence, he folded. He begged for forgiveness, and for a moment, Clara forgave him. They agreed to work on the marriage. David promised to end the affair. But then came July 24th, 2002. That afternoon, Clara learned David had lied again. He was meeting Gail at the Hilton that evening. She didn't scream, she didn't cry. She got in her car and took her stepdaughter with her. They drove to the Hilton. Clara parked, watched, waited. Then she saw them. David and Gail stepping out of the elevator, arm in arm, laughing. Rage boiled over. Clara got out of the car, stormed across the parking lot, and slapped Gail across the face. Hotel security intervened. David tried to calm her. Gail ran. But Clara wasn't finished. She got back in her car. Her stepdaughter, Lindsay, still in the passenger seat, pleading, "Let's just go." But Clara wasn't hearing it. She circled, saw David walking through the lot. Then she floored it. The car lurched forward. David was hit. His body slammed onto the hood, then onto the pavement. She reversed, hit him again. 3 times in total. Witnesses screamed. Hotel guests froze in horror. And Lindsay, traumatized, would later tell police, "She ran over my dad. She killed him." David Harris died on the scene. A once loving husband, now broken on the pavement. And Clara. She was arrested immediately. Her mugshot spread across the country. People were split. Was she a victim or a monster? In court, Clara's lawyers argued she didn't intend to kill David. They called it a crime of passion, but she snapped after discovering the betrayal. Prosecutors painted a different picture. Calculated rage. Vehicular homicide. A woman who knew exactly what she was doing. The jury believed both.
sort of. Clara was convicted of murder with sudden passion, a unique Texas verdict. Not first-degree murder, but not accidental. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Clara served 15 years. She was released in 2018, reportedly quiet, regretful, and out of the spotlight. But her story lives on, not as gossip, but as a warning. A tale of love turned dark, of trust shattered, of revenge carried out in broad daylight. They say love is blind, but heartbreak can see everything.